control. Everyone believes that, to some degree, they possess it in their life. Then again, most also know that they are being controlled as they themselves control themselves. Regardless, there's a choice to be made, and it is in your hands. As the subjects of the media of the future, what you see and what you choose to be shown will shape many events in these early years of the 21st century. And as for where all this goes, the choice is in your hands. You may know that when you make a call, you are instantly connected to a series of cell phone towers. It's hard to mistake them for the steel giraffes of suburbia. However, what is the giraffe's one natural enemy? That's right, the stingray. Stingrays are fast, deadly, unseen, and can disguise look exactly like a giraffe. You'd never be able to tell the difference.
Couldn't tell I was there, could you? Thought I was just one of the chairs? That's exactly how stingrays work. They look just like normal cell phone towers and function in very much the same way. However, their purpose is much more malevolent. Like a controlling girlfriend that can pinpoint exactly where you are and who you're calling at all times. And until recently, no permit was needed to collect information via stingrays. However, this has since changed. You now require a permit except in emergency situations. But you must consider, stingrays are but a small part of a vast, convoluted, information-based ecosystem. And at the middle, you and your phone. What are those towers collecting exactly? A little something called CSLI, or Cell Service Location Information. By little thing, I mean big thing, and by big thing, I mean where you are at all times. You may be thinking, why does the government want to know where I am? I'm not interesting. Luckily for you, I agree with you, but the government does not.
See, the government collects 3 different types of CSLI. The first is historical.
Where were you on March 11th at 11:55 p.m.? Speak, perp! I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know!
Traditional interrogation is so difficult these days. Most people don't remember minute details, and many don't write anything down at all. Fortunately for the government, cell phones do a great job of this already. So let's see here. Goodfellas Pizza, or 10 slices with your mobile device, and no other cell phone numbers nearby. What a wild evening. You might be asking, how do I know all this? Well, that comes from the second type of CSLI collected. Those are tower dumps. Tower dumps are when the authorities will ask a cell phone service provider for all the records from a specific tower from a specific period of time. Now, this can include what numbers were around the tower at that time, what those specific cell phone numbers were, and even what calls and texts were made. Now, this is mostly used in the case of solving a crime, but you must consider, have you ever been at the wrong place at the wrong time? Lastly, there is prospective and real-time CSLI. This is where the police will ask a tower to track your phone with a series of pings, kind of like a weather radar for people. Now, just imagine if this was given to your manager at work. He might find out that the wedding you went to last weekend was surprisingly held in your bedroom and in front of your TV. Give my best to the couple. Now let's talk more serious implications here. What happened if a terrorist organization got a hold of these records for another country? Even if you don't want to get geopolitical, do you really want someone knowing where you are, what you're doing at all times? Companies have these records, and they're willing to sell them to the highest bidder. It's happened before, and it'll happen again. If we don't do something soon, privacy, not freedom, may be what we're striving for. Of course, the future of mobile and handheld technology isn't entirely dystopian, like any other technology. Right now, experts are predicting that augmented reality will soon become an integral part of our mobile and handheld experience. Just imagine if you could take out your phone, point it at a landmark you weren't sure about in an unknown city, and instantly find out facts about it and the history of it, even what it's called.
Simply amazing.
Cell phone cameras are also increasing in quality and usage. Anyone can now shoot extremely high quality video using just their phone, and even do some minor editing. Very soon, programs like Final Cut Pro or Adobe Premiere, professional programs at that, might be available on your phone to use for editing video. Hell, this entire video was shot on Aaron's phone. Okay, maybe not the whole thing, but this scene was. Aside from cameras, research also suggests the possibility of 3D projection from phones coming sometime in the near future. This wouldn't just affect mobile technology, but technology everywhere.
What if we could have a class that was entirely 3D projected? Students could use their phones and 3D project their professor into their room. Now granted, most students still wouldn't show up to class, but hey, at least we'd have holograms.
So what does this all mean for our phones and just technology in general? It's very split. On the one hand, we could have a helicopter mom's paradise with surveillance everywhere, and on the other, you could have freaking holograms. The choice is up to you. As students and as members of the board, you have the power to decide where all of this goes. And, like the mobile phones that we all covet like our firstborn children, the future is in your hands.